So this is a TX200 stock. A few lads have asked me on the forums how I refinish it anyway. So I said I'd do a video when I do get a chance or something. So the first thing I do is use like some of this Scotch pad stuff and the acetone stuff. Give it a good spray over. Rub it all the way down till you're happy any of the old finishes off. Sometimes you have like a varnish or whatever finish on them, so make sure you get all that off. Might take 2 or 3 goes at that, and make sure you use some gloves or eye protection or whatever, because it's not nice if you get it on you. Then depending on what style of finish I went for the alkanet oil. You can get different ones. Some of them are like a darker or stronger, I suppose, more concentrated than others. But I found this Slippery Dicks one. This seems to be the best. It seems to you can get away with less coats, which is good. Then basically apply that nice and thin with a rag, making sure there's no excess on it. So you're trying to get this thin as layer as possible over it, and let it dry for 24 hours. So I personally find it easy if you take the rubber butt pad off at the end, then you can put like a hook in it and you can hang it up there to dry whilst you do it. So I leave it, say, a minimum of 24 hours between coats. Build the alkanet oil up until you're happy with the finish on it, or the colour it goes. It does go darker. The first coat really is the main darkness. After that it doesn't tend to go much darker really. Then I use the CCL oil again, then just build it up layers at a time. Every 3 or 4 coats I'll use the Scotch pad again and just give it a quick sand over if there is any high spots or if you can feel it picking up anywhere, and just keep repeating the process basically. I reckon this one must have had probably 3, 4, 5 coats of the alkanet oil, and then I'd say probably 5 or 6 coats at least of the CCL, but I spilt it, so I would have probably done more. Then I switched just for one last couple of coats on this walnut stock oil. This comes as a kit with the alkanet oil, which I hadn't really used before, but it seems to have given it a good sort of good glossy finish. So I'm quite happy with that really. It's turned out pretty well really. I'll just show you how I get the butt pads off anyway. First one I didn't really know how to get it off or how easy it was. If you look on the butt pad, you can see, I'll zoom in there, you can get a slight crack, if it'll zoom in, there, and you'll find a screw behind there that holds it in. So what you need to do, obviously there's one at the top and one at the bottom, is get like a screwdriver with a little bit of oil or washing up liquid, something like that, so it's not stiff, so it'll slide in. Prise it apart with your fingers, get the screwdriver in there, and then get it to just unscrew it. Normally like a Phillips screw. It can be a bit tricky to get the last little bit out, but it does make it a lot easier because you haven't got to mess about with getting any oil on this clean up or anything. And then you can get something in there to hook it and hang it up with at the end. So I'll build this back up now. I've made a little white spacer for it just out of a piece of plastic. Put that on and then show you again. Okay, so fitted that now again. Not best fit that spacer, but it's homemade, but I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. I say you can't see those screw holes when you go back in. You can see where the oil is, and where they go back in. That'll sort of heal itself over again in time. It does just make it easier. But yeah, it's nice pattern to the stock. I think the oiling's done it good job there, and just make it look a bit nicer. Alright, cheers.